What's going on, beautiful people? It's Friday, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Majestic Lifestyle Coaching channel. And today we'll be wrapping up the last part on my three-part series on how to deal with anger. So let's get after it. So if you've been tuning in and watching the videos that I've been posting, I just want to take a second to say that I appreciate your support. I appreciate the folks that have sent me personal messages of support, advice, and comments on future videos. It's all needed. So much love, much appreciated. Thank you very much. And I appreciate the folks that have shared it. So as always, folks, in order to help me build this platform, I'll ask you to smash that like button. Go ahead and terrorize that like button right below. All right, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and go ahead and comment below if you have anything that you wanted to share with the community as we're building this community. It's all appreciated. So yeah, take a second to do that, and let's get into the video. So first, a quick recap, if in case anyone is just tuning into this video and hasn't seen the other videos. But if you are tuning into this one, thank you very much. But definitely go back and watch the other ones. But a quick recap is part one to how to deal with anger. Have a plan of action, and you should use this 3 steps, which is plan on how to handle anger and moments of anger. 2, pause, take a break whenever something happens to you that throws you off, angers you, frustrates you, takes you off, saddens you, whatever. And 3, you have to execute the plan. All right, so that's a simple 3 steps that you can use whenever you're looking to deal with anger. Now in part 2, we discussed why it's important to learn how to deal with anger. One is because being angry all the time, being just roughed up and just in a bad mood, it actually has a physical effect on you. And then the other thing is, it can cause you to react in an emotional way. Most of the time, people react in emotional ways when it comes to dealing with anger. And then you can do things that can make you actually lose your platform. I'm sure you heard of these CEOs that have done big, mistakes, actors that have done rash decisions, and all of a sudden they lost their platform. So those are 2 main reasons why it's important to actually learn how to deal with anger. Now part 3 is going to be based on what we touched a little bit on yesterday, which is don't get bitter, get better. Man, you heard that right. And it's so important for you to take that in. Don't get bitter, get better. And listen, I'm talking to you from experience. I've been through things in life. I've been through things. I'm just going to put it that way. And I could have just gotten bitter over the things that I've been through. So, especially as a creative and an entrepreneur. If you haven't seen my previous videos and you don't know, I do photography. I'm also building this platform, which is a lifestyle coaching platform, and so several things around photography, this lifestyle channel. I have a myriad of things that I'm going to do that all work together, right? But I've been on the journey to build my photography business now for about 11 years, since about 2011. 11 years since about 2009. And you know what? It's been a rough ride. I'm still to the point where I don't have a full-time business. And actually, at this very moment, I'm not even doing photography. Photography is something that I love. I've always loved photography. I love to look at beautiful images. I love what it does to people. But I had to take a pause because I kept running into people who wanted me to, they say, "Oh, Max, you're good." But they wanted me to be good and cheap, right? Hey, the truth is, I didn't go into business to be the Walmart of photography. I'm not in business for myself to be the Payless or Kmart of anything. Listen, if you're going to build a business, you have to be able to you have to have enough income coming in that you can put reserves and you can reinvest in your business. If you don't have enough income coming in, you won't be able to grow. And so, with the fact that I've had a lot of people that, there are few people, and I do appreciate them, that say, okay, this is your price, cool. Just gonna give you the money and let's get it going because I know I like your work. But most of the people I run into say, man, I love your work, but can you do it for $1? Just kidding, not $1, but they're always lowballing me. And I learned that lesson because many years ago, when my price was cheap, it was like maybe $150, right? And I would even hook up some people for $99. Those people would come back and say, what can you do it cheaper? People are always gonna try to do things that benefits them. And so, going back to the topic, that is exactly, those are the things that I've been through that helped me learn not to be bitter. Now, do you get frustrated? Yes. Some days, do you just lay out? Do you get depressed? All the above. You go through all the emotions, right? But after a while, you take it out your head, you get back up, you keep it moving. And so when it comes to the photography, I had to pause it because I realized I'm reaching the wrong audience. I'm reaching people who want good and cheap. There are people out there paying thousands and thousands and 50,000, 100,000. I'm not trying to be on that level, but there are people that pay the highest level for photography. And so I realized that I don't have to stay at this level. And although I love doing this, I'd rather not do it, right, than sit there and be irritated every time someone tries to lowball me or someone doesn't value my worth and they don't see my worth. So I realized, you know what? Carrying that burden inside of me when it comes to what I'm not getting, and this happens across the board, right? It can happen in love, it can happen in finances, it could happen in anything you deal with in life. There's times where you're gonna deal with things where you feel like you're being shortchanged, or you're not. You can feel like, oh man, why does this always happen to me, right? Or why does God always allow me to go through these things? Always say things like, oh, not again, right? Or you deal with people who are supposed to be your peoples, but you realize they turn on you, or they say things about you that are wrong behind your back, all types of things, right? And so, having gone through so many of these things, I realized that if I lay down and I'm going through depression, right? I'm going through anger, frustration, or whatever else. If I stay down, they are winning. If I allow them to get to me and I become a hurtful, vengeful person, they won, right? So I just realized this simple little trick. When things happen to you, yes, at the moment, you're going to feel some level of emotions. It's okay. You're a human being. Don't let people, first of all, let me give you a tip. Don't let people bother you when they tell you dumb things like you're in your feelings. Like, are you a robot? Everyone has feelings, right? You can't worry about these little things. Those are called gaslighting tips, or gaslighting words that people use. Little things they use, psychological things they use to throw you off. You have to realize that, you know what? If I know where I'm going and if I know where I want to go, focusing on this little setback, it's a bleep. It's a bleep. That's the way to say it, right? You got to pardon my Haitian accent sometimes. It's a bleep in life. So when that one little thing happens, when you think about the fact that you live 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 years, and for that 1 minute or so, right, someone does something that throws you off. If you sit there, now you could sit there and throw a temper tantrum, or you can sit there and just keep it moving. Folks, keep it moving. Get it out your head. Refocus on your path of where you're going. Refocus on who you are, not who you are right now, but you have to have in your mind who you are, where you aim to go. Be that person already. Be that person. Build that character. Have that mindset. And when you do that, you're on your way. You're winning, right? And the get better part happens simply like this. Every time you go through something and you react a certain way, you're setting a pattern, right? So every time, and mind you, I want you to understand, you're not a bad person for getting angry. You're not a bad person for losing it sometime. But catch yourself, right? Don't stay in that moment. You could fall in a puddle of water, right? But don't stay in that puddle of water and just being angry at the world, right? Get out of the puddle of the water. Get out of the puddle of water and keep walking. You can clean your shoes. You can buy new shoes. You can clean your pants. Just keep walking. But here's the thing. Every time you get back up and you keep it moving, every time you get back up and you react the right way, you're developing your psychological muscles. You're developing your emotional IQ. You're developing your character, right? This is all part of the basis for this channel. Things to do on how to develop the proper character and business knowledge and other tips like that on building yourself and your business and your creativity, right? And so every time you do the right step, every time you catch yourself and you react the right way, you get better. But conversely speaking, every time you're thrown off by somebody, by a hater, by someone's hurt, broken, or whatever, and you react the wrong way, you're setting a new pattern in your life, a pattern that takes you back. Know something about life. There is no such thing as standing still. In life, you're either moving forward, getting better, or you're moving backwards. That's it. No, there's no standing still. Everything you do either takes you back or moves you forward. So just think about that. And you know what? You might try tomorrow and it fails. Forgive yourself. Move on. You might try next week and you fail. Forgive yourself and move on. But just keep it in the back of your head that I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna catch myself the next time, and I'm gonna handle it the right way. When you keep doing that, when you keep handling the situation the right way, when you keep overcoming, when you keep getting back up, and you walk away from bitterness, and you walk towards the right path, you become better, and you're building the character that it takes to build the platform that you want to have, right? Whatever success means for you, right? You want to have the proper character when you get there. I don't care if you want to be the best shine person in the world, the best cleaner in the world, or the CEO of the biggest company in the world. When you build your character and you become a better person day by day, then you are building the character that you'll need to stand on in the future. So folks, don't forget, keep that in mind. People are going to test you. People are going to come at you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't become bitter, right? Become better. All right. So that's pretty much it for this talk. In the future, we'll have more talks about these things, because we are growing as a community. We're becoming stronger individuals in order to become stronger entrepreneurs. You could be a person in 9 to 5, whatever job you have. You are building your character to become better and better on a daily basis. So let me know below, comment below on what methods you might have on how to get over anger. What do you use? What tools do you have in your bag when you deal with certain situations, and what are you doing to get better on a daily basis? So once again, folks, I appreciate your support and I appreciate you tuning in. Let's grow this community together. Go ahead and hit the like button, smash the like button. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can know every time I upload a new video. Most of the time the videos are going to be on Mondays and Wednesdays, but as I'm growing on this path, sometimes I don't meet that, but I definitely try to come back up and make up for it. Just like this week, I posted 3 back-to-back videos at the end of the week. Instead of not doing anything, I said, let me still go ahead and post. So go ahead and hit the like, go ahead and hit the subscribe, comment below, and let's grow this community together. So until the next time, please go ahead and live your best life.